Hi, my name is Maddie. I'll be discussing the weekly content for week 3 of the COM 101 class. First off, we watched a video about motivational interviewing, how to persuade someone with the right questions. So first off, he talked about 2 irrational questions. For example, he described how a girl wouldn't clean her room, but everyone would assume that to ask her to persuade her to clean her room, you would give her money, give her food, bribe her, but that only works in the short term. In the long term, he discussed about a 1 to 10 scale. 1 being how likely are you to clean the room, and 10, you're going to do it that second. Well, these are your own reasons. You believe them more easily. The scale can be an environmental obstacle, which improves your audience. The next video I listened to, it was about 11-minute video on the science of persuasion, So I learned about 6 shortcuts that guide human behavior. First one is reciprocity. What do you think that is? Well, it's giving back to others. Gifting. For example, he discussed in the video, if you're the first one to give, let's say, a birthday gift, you're more likely to receive one back, because you're the first one that does it. If you were not to give the gift in the first place, then you probably won't get a gift back, because you didn't reciprocate it toward another. Such as, another example would be having someone dog sit for your pets. Well, you would reciprocate that back because you want to be more likable, more giving back to others. The second one is scarcity. Unique. Stand to lose. You don't want to stand to lose something. For example, he discussed in the video about an airline company. They wanted to shut down their flight from the US to Europe because it wasn't economical. Many people weren't traveling to this destination from the US, so they wanted to shut it down. But the next day, sales skyrocketed because the company explained it was a unique experience and they were going to shut it down. So it was economical to take this flight, because if they weren't going to take it, everyone's going to shut it down. So it was just unique. It was going away, so everyone wanted it back again. It's scarce, just like in economics. The next one is authority. A credibility. You're certified to do the job. For example, he discussed about a policeman giving a ticket. He was wearing his police uniform, so he seemed credible to give this man a ticket for speeding. Another example would be a doctor having their diploma on the wall, explaining that they got their degree in this certain medicine, that they are qualified to figure out what is wrong with their patients. That is a great example of giving authority, being credible to your audience. The next is consistency. Commitments that can be made, such as he explained in the video, for example, about supporting a driving campaign by putting that paper in your lawn, displaying it to the neighborhood. First off, you do that, and then it just becomes consistent throughout a couple of months. You're consistent with what you're trying to do, which is a driving campaign. You're consistent in your ability to drive this campaign, to stop reckless driving. The 5th one is liking. Prefer to say yes. Similar attributes, good compliments toward one another, cooperative with one another. Just liking, you're liking toward them. If you don't like them, then you're probably not going to persuade them with what you're trying to persuade, such as maybe you're trying to persuade them to vote in this certain proposition in the upcoming election. Well, you have to like them in order to persuade them. And then the last one is consensus, action of behaviors, drawing your attention toward one another. Your consensus, you're in full agreement with one another. Just like I said, drawing your attention, getting your attention to someone. So those are the 6 6 shortcuts that guide human behavior. In the book that I read, it discussed the 3 needs of advertisers. The first one is system needs. Your mental shortcuts, such as like the fight or flight response, like a predatory animal heading straight toward us. Ads that have desired effects, basic needs with one another. The next one is social needs. We look to others for guidance more than ever. Ads have easy task into social inclusion. They don't want to have left people out. They don't want to exclude anyone, so they want to bring everyone together, include everyone in their ad. Easy enough. And the third one is self-needs. Strive to be our best. For the future, ads use worry-free techniques, such as helping you save money. Stop worrying for the future, that you're going to be in debt, or you're not going to have enough money to buy that dream house. Ads have that easy task into giving you, such as, let's see, like coupons or just incentives and how to save money. And then the next one I learned about is how to use. There's no right or wrong way to display an ad, but here are some things that you should include in your ad. Name and number of your technique, maybe some icons. Third is the main text. Number 4 is the one-liner, adds and inclusions, persuasive factor, related concepts, and finally, the final remarks. Those are some things that use in your ad to appeal to your audience, appeal to, like say, it's a food ad, or you're trying to persuade your audience that this food will be good for your body, healthy, provide nutrients, supplements, calcium, stuff like that. That can help. These things that I just discussed can help you create the best ad possible for your audience. And lastly, I will be discussing some motivational interviewing, like discussed in How to Persuade Others Using the Right Questions. He discussed about having, like I said, 2 rational questions. I wanted to discuss what I said today, so we discussed about persuasion, we discussed about motivational interviewing, how you should interview someone to persuade them into the 2 irrational questions about the 1 to 10 scale, rather than just persuading them with food, bribing them with food, or incentives such as money. So to use that 1 to 10 scale to make it easy on yourself and believe in them, to create that 1 to 10 scale, that environmental obstacle in improving your audience. The next thing I discussed is the 6 shortcuts that guide humans' behavior. First I discussed respiratory, scarcity, the airline company saying they're going to shut down their flights, so everyone the next day, the prices soar. Authority, credibility certified, consistency, commitments that can be made, liking, similar compliments, cooperative, and then finally consensus, actions of behaviors, drawing their attention. I also went over the 3 needs of advertisers, system needs, social needs, and self-needs, and then I went over how to use an ad. Nothing's right or wrong. So, name and number, technique, icons, main text, the one-liner, ads and illustrations, persuasion factor, related concepts, and final remarks. All these things are great techniques and things I originally did not know before watching these videos. I think that everyone needs certain techniques to persuade someone, whether it's buying, selling, even giving a public speech like we're going to do our persuasive speeches. My topic is going to be persuading someone to rescue an animal rather than buying them from a breeder. So look for that up. Look for that speech within the next week or so of me performing on Tuesday. So I hope these techniques of the 6 shortcuts and how to use ads and the needs of advertisers helped you gain a little extra knowledge of how to persuade. Thank you.